Hello, hello. Welcome to Wednesday Lovin Live. Oh. I'm Rebecca. This is Becky828. This is some water. I'm enjoying some water time. It's a never-ending struggle trying to make sure I stay hydrated. Yesterday. Was it yesterday? I feel like it was yesterday. Oh, yeah. It took me a while to get hydrated again. I'm doing slightly better today. Mark Linson said, hello, Becky. How are you doing on this fine summer night with the sunglasses emoji? Pretty good. Just pretty much chilling a bit. I got a really brilliant idea that went a little sideways. Took a little longer than expected, but that's about right. That happens a lot. But I have to say, birthday week is something that I did last year during the last week of August, from the Sunday to the Saturday, the last Sunday of August to the last Saturday of August. And I'm looking forward to doing that again this year. So I put together a little graphic to put in posts and things, like as like kind of a countdown. So 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 day. Should be fun. And how are you doing, Mark Lindstead? Hopefully you've been keeping it cool yourself. Mark Lindstead said, thumbs up emoji. All right, nice. I think this is all the water I need to drink for the rest of today. Anything that I drink past this would be a bonus, but let me just make sure. I'm really good at psyching myself out. That's how I keep running into issues. I'm like, didn't I already drink that? Okay, yeah. This is all that's left. Marklin said, a little worn down from the heat. Oh, I know it, right? Well, I hope you've been also staying up on your water. It's very important to do, especially when it is hot like it gets during the summer. And hopefully you have a nice fan. And I find if you spritz yourself with a little water and then have the fan on, it does help cool down a bit more. Mark Linson said always. Oh, good. I'm glad you're better at keeping up with your water than I am. Oh. I used to be terrible, but I've been improving. Just have to remind myself to do it. It's gotta be September before you know it. They already start rolling out. I hear they already start rolling out the Halloween and Christmas decorations in some stores. Like, oh gee. Pretty soon it's gonna be getting dark at 6 p.m. Well, we just started trying this out yesterday, and I'm thinking maybe this is a good way to get into things, just ease into the dancing. Because it used to be with YouTube, you had to try and get things rock and rolling real fast. But since I switched to restream, I don't feel that need to hurry. That's nice. Mark Linson said very good for your body. I got it, push cells. Oh yeah, good for your body to stay hydrated. I get that. Yeah, I gotta push sales. Oh, you work in sales? Oh no, you're talking about the... I was thinking that too. You're talking about the Christmas and the Halloween stuff already. I was thinking that too. That's my reservations on the whole thing also. Mark Lindstedt said going to be a rough year. Yeah, all this tariff talk has really been causing some issues. And I hear imports are down. And that's why Mother's Day, I was up visiting my family. And I was giving my niece stuff for back to school on Mother's Day. Because I was like, oh, I hear back to school is kind of going to be like a pain. And not just back to school. That would be the start of the pain. The rest is going to be a pain too. Oh. But it's all good. Hey, if you're already used to basically not really spending any money, it's like, what's the difference? I already didn't do that anyway. But the job market, that's the tricky part. There's some jobs that you're like, okay, they're kind of getting phased out for people. Okay. But then I was talking to my sister about retail stuff, and she's like, well, there's nothing available. I mean, I saw some stuff. Oh, Mark Lindstedt says keep the faith. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have an entirely other problem when it comes to job stuff. So at this point, it just makes more sense to keep my main job that I have, which I love very much, and would be sad to leave it. But figure out how to get side jobs, like jobs during the summer and jobs during those recesses of the school year to pad things out with. And then like some kind of weekend job and whatever. And hey, if this ever ends up being anything, which it kind of seems likely, like even if not Becky828 exactly, then some other thing that I'm doing online could end up in helping out with that. And I would not be complaining about that. But I have to set it right though, because if I am going for something like that, it's going to be like actually by the book, you know, dot in every I sort of thing. It's just the way I see it. I spent like 30 years. Ooh, that's a lot. It's crazy. I guess in total 36 years, but when it comes to all this like higher level schooling I did, when I first started as a community college student, it was back in spring of 2003. So that's been 22 years. So over 20, well, when you consider the breaks, about 20 years of college. Wow. Amazing. So I'm like, hey, I've learned a lot. Now can I use that to something cool and fun for myself to be able to do, but also other people to be able to enjoy? Oh, I just saw that roll in. Strong arm emoji. Yeah, so true. Keep the faith, strong arm emoji. You're so right. Yeah, who knows? Everything's so... I guess that's the thing. We didn't have so many questions. We've had way more questions this year. Mark Lindstedt said you're doing that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your confidence in me. I need to get some more of that. As far as confidence in myself, I gotta keep thinking I can do good things. I'm so good at doing like what I feel are terrible things. So I don't know. It's just, I guess even when I was in grad school, I kind of had a lot of imposter syndrome going on. Like, did I really belong there? Or was I just wasting everybody's time being there? I don't think so. And hey, I got done. Graduated, got my piece of paper. Now they want to add to the list. And I'm going to keep working on making that mean something. Mark Linsad said no. Huh? I'm sorry, I missed something. What are you saying no regarding? Oh, smile face emoji. Oh, something happened. I can go check on that. I don't feel like dragging my phone with me. I want to just charge nicely. Nightbot is thinking mods. That's true. Mods are pretty awesome. So kind of you would be so kind and helpful. Gee whiz. Well, just when I was trying to have a little bit more hope, then something happened. Well, I hope he's okay. I just can't seem to get my crap together. Well, that's all the water. So I did full water. I did my full meds. I don't know what happened now. That's why I wanted to talk on the phone. We didn't feel like talking. Well, anyway. That's been a nice little time to drink some water and have a little chat. Thank you so much, Marklin said, for the conversation. I guess we should get on to some dancing time. So, let's do that.
Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth mode.
My apologies, my batteries ran out. Hey, Michael. Disco ball, yep. It's almost disco ball time. Just trying to set these legs up. I ended up messing up my light and using the wrong battery. Changed out the wrong batteries. Alright. Alright, that part's a check. Let me fix the other part. I'm gonna have to take a break from my YouTube app, so that means it's gonna go spinny for a bit. BRB. Alright. Now we got it. Sorry, that took a while. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with all the dancing time. for this week's Tuesday Groovin' Live. I'm sorry, Wednesday Lovin' Live. Okay. You got a great tell me, Michael. Because you did sort of maybe request this last time, maybe whatever time that was, but this time I just felt like starting it off as the opener. So this is How Do I Live by Leanne Rhymes. How do I get through a night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my arms, need you to come. You're my world, my heart and soul. You ever leave? Baby, you would take away everything good in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I live without you?
Want to manage your...
No. All right, so like I said, what's up? And then, oh yeah, here we go. And then, nice. Awesome. Okay, that is song 1 of 4. You got a request for a love song? This is one of the easier. Probably the easiest theme day. Michael? Yes? Okay, great. Michael said I got a bunch, but let me think of a good one. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we'll see. We can do Unchained Melody. And if there's no other persons making requests, then we can consider doing La 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 means I love you. Okay, you got a lot of requests. Well, we'll see. It's one of those wake up at 3:15 days for me, so tomorrow. So I gotta adhere to the 9 o'clock at the latest policy. Like I said, some to pick from. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, my summer is feeling like it's pretty much over. I'm just so ready to have work again and be less of a total pain in the butt to my boyfriend. That's what I would like. Alrighty. I said I raised the... Yeah, whichever ones are... or whatever you can work and it's all good on here. Alright. Sounds good. Raise roof. I said summertime. 1 more month. Oh no, school starts in August, right? Yes. Thankfully, mid-August. But the way that my pay comes, that first paycheck only covers whenever I work from the 1st of August through like the 16th of August. So tops it would cover like 5 days. So I'm still gonna be feeling the burn for a bit here. Just a bit though. Hopefully, God, oh God, please, hopefully I finally break the summer dip, because as my boyfriend was bringing it up to me, yeah, it's like every summer. It is old. At the time, I thought it was because I was working toward better things, but now we've reached the other side of grad school, and I don't know. I don't know what all that was for. I thought it was for something. So I gotta make it for something. Hopefully that works out. I don't know. I just feel like I'm really good at not good. So I don't know. Okay, we have a lot of options. Did we want to try the Righteous Brothers Unchained Melody? Or did you want to try the Elvis Presley Unchained Melody? Huh? Michael asks, Righteous Brothers, okay. Michael asks if you won $600 million after taxes, what are some of the things you will do? That's just too much money. I don't even know. I know first step is I would pay my boyfriend back stuff I've borrowed from him, and also make sure he's set in a nice house with however many car garages he, like, as far as like what he could hold car garages, and just make sure that he's having a happy time and got his back. That would be step one. But that wouldn't take nearly $600 million. But that would definitely be step one. Okay. Okay, Righteous Brothers, please. Sounds good. Alright. This request by Michael. This is Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. For song 2 of 4 for this week's Wednesday Lovin Live.
been your love to Today, the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. You see millions.
T-Mobile. Yeah. T-Mobile. All right. Okay. So, anyone else who's a regular who would like to make a request? Someone other than Michael? You got 2 minutes on the clock to say that you like a request. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 starting now. So again, if you're someone other than Michael who would like a request, please let me know before the timer runs out. Michael says, TikTok, TikTok, yep. Alright. Is that you, Marco Polo? Oh, yeah, that's you, Marco Polo. Hi, Marco Polo. Marco Polo, did you have a request? You ran out of time to say if you have a request. Actually, you only got like 6 seconds. Alright, well, that's it for the window. So I guess I'll go on to another one of Michael's. I did that. I did that yesterday. And also, that worked for yesterday because that was Tuesday grooving. Well, you got a point. Technically speaking, it would work for today too. Alright, fine, I'll do it again. You better be here this time. I don't know why you're gonna go and make a request and then don't stay to watch it be met. Or if it's something where you're like, oh, I saw it and I just want to see it again. Okay, I guess. Alright, we'll hold off on yours, Michael. Marco Polo, don't go anywhere. I'm getting it ready right now. I gotta remember the clean version. I'm doing the clean version. I already made that mistake last night for a little. We're doing the clean version of that song. Michael said it's a love song request tonight. I know, but by my own definition of what can be considered a love song, passionate love, technically speaking, this does qualify for that. It definitely hits. I have to keep all of the naughty words quieted out, but like if you listen to the naughty words, yeah, this definitely applies for Wednesday Lovin Live. Alright, we'll try this again, Marco Polo. Hopefully you'll see it this time. This is Marco Polo's request again. For Shake It to the Max. By Molly, I assume. Okay. And Skill and Bang and Shinsia and Silent Addy.
And if you hear this and they're gone and you're back, go on with your knees, baby, shake it to the max. So the DJ please turn up the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Bad man, she love. 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 Yeah. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she like that shit. But in a just start.
Are you dealing with the boss?
Make your first could and never take a last. Like a ball pump up fast. If you make it, girl, you make it grab. Original girl, some of them are in a car.
And if you hear this and they're gone and you're back, go on with your knees, baby, shake it to the max. So the DJ please turn up the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Caribbean girl, me know for take, me know for top, yeah. You know watch my body like say them, I watch how much, yeah. Anything you say them, girl, and do it like it's tax. But make more want the money like the girls in movie trap. Classy, real bad girl, we get nasty. I do whatever I want, just because I'm bossy. Yes, I'm the one in charge. Never get up, and him still falling in love. Yes, and not anybody can touch this. Baby, I am not a rice and peas, body hotter than your love. I feel bigger taste anyway, yes, in my past.
And if you hear this and they're gone and you're back, go on with your knees, baby, shake it to the max. So the DJ please turn up the bass to the shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
No one to fear, number one in command. I came just to kill me, I'm too militant. They won't figure, and I don't need a man. So they love how me wine, let me true religion. You dealing with the body, of course. Oh, you dealing with your boss. If we break up, then you know that it's a loss. Upgrading every two that I have a toss. Steady on me, but you can't touch this. Baby, I already leveled up. You're looking for love, and I'm looking for the love. Baby, you can handle all these sauce.
And if you hear this, then go on to the back. Go on to the knees, baby, shake it to the max. So the DJ, please turn on the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
All right, there.
This island is
Good. Looks like you saw it this time. Awesome. All right, that was song 3 of 4. Thank you so much for your request, Marco Polo, and I'm glad you got to see it this time. Okay. Marco Polo said make a video on YouTube. No. I just did this. That's all I can do right now. I don't have that figured out yet. Okay. Alright, back to a request by Michael. This is Blue Magic by Sideshow, I think. It could be Sideshow by Blue Magic. I'm not sure which one.
Blue magic, wanna let the side. Let's let the side show begin.
It's Sideshow by Blue Magic. Thumbs up for Michael. There we go. Request. It's Sideshow. I gotta switch that. By Blue Magic. Alright. Another request from Michael. This is Sideshow by Blue Magic.
Blue magic, wanna let the side. Let's let the side show begin.
What? Marco Polo. Demanding. I know everybody cried.
Step right on, hurry, hurry, before the show begins.
Look, I don't mind doing another request from you, Marco Polo, but it's gotta be love song.
Stand in line, get your tickets. I hope you will attend. It'll only cost you 50 cents to see. What life has done to us. See the man with the broken heart. You see that he is pass it by. Guaranteed to make you cry. Sideshow begin. Hurry, hurry, step right on in. Can't afford to pass it by. Guaranteed to make you cry. So step right up, get your tickets now, and sing the sideshow.
Alrighty. Well, who's bad? I can't wait. Birthday week is coming up real soon. Last week of August. I know you guys like your studio versions, but there's a reason why they're studio versions, because they don't necessarily have to do all the things in one take. It's more real when it's live. But that being said, sometimes I just like to go for the longer version, and that usually are the live ones. That's really kind of me, Marco Polo. Should I trust Frank Sinatra? New York? Frank Sinatra? Marco Polo. I don't think that qualifies as a Wednesday Lovin live song, though. I don't think that's a... Well, I mean, it's technically... Okay, fine. I just made a case for it. Technically, it's a love song to New York. Fine. This is a very rare exception, though. That was a live performance. Michael said that's true, and yeah, I understand. I'm just saying. It is very... See, that's how you know when somebody's got their A game, when you can barely not tell the difference between the live and the studio. That's when you know somebody really has their A game as an entertainer and as singer. Okay, fine. Very rare exception. He is definitely in love with New York. That is the whole point of the song, so sure. I guess it qualifies. We don't necessarily mean romantic love on Wednesday Lovin Live, but just the most popular songs that get made. Alright, we're going to close out with Marco Polo's second request. Hilarious, but okay. Sure, why not? Alright, so this is Marco Polo's second request, and also this is going to be the closeout for this week's Wednesday Lovin Live. This is New York, or a theme from New York, New York, by Frank Sinatra. He does love some New York. What can I say? That is true. Alright, here we go.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. And find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm day number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New
Alright, that's gonna be it.
Rolling in the mud?
No. Alright, that's it for all the dancing for this week's Wednesday Lovin Live. Alright. Hopefully that was an enjoyable experience. Thank you so much, Michael and Marco, for your requests. Oh, yeah. Michael said, Disco Boss. Yeah. Disco Boss, Disco Boss. Alright. I'm going to take a little breather and I'll be right back. I don't know if my Gravolo saw that or not. It's kind of funny how he keeps making requests and then heading out before I do the request, but I guess. Oh. Alright. Well, that's not too bad. I think that worked out okay. Yeah, pretty much that's what we're going to have to get back to is weekdays having short streams. Michael says it says there's 2 people here. I wouldn't know. Everything that I can see on YouTube Studio is just saying 1 person. And also restream. They're actually a great. Oh, now it's saying 0 people. Well, as far as YouTube Studio is concerned, there's nobody here. Which is funny, because you're here. But whatever. YouTube's thing is kind of weird sometimes. I kind of messed up my foot. Yes, you do exist. That's for sure. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube is tripping. They just be like forgetful. I don't know. I thought I was forgetful, but sometimes I gotta wonder how forgetful YouTube is, because that happens several times. You'll be here, and then it'll be like 0 viewers. I'm like, oh. But then I find out the other day, you're like, oh, so sometimes you do go and pop off stream for some reason or another, and then come back later. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh no, I didn't tweak my foot. I just I was wearing my ankle braces because my ankles were starting to give me some trouble, and I wore my ankle brace on the right foot for a little too long, and so it dug into my foot. So now it's not quite right. So I gotta wait for it to. It's gonna eventually get back to right. That's what happened last time. Michael said, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I swear, another thing that I'm kind of like a little bummed about is when I was using YouTube all the way, I'm pretty sure I got 1080p, But now with Restream, looks like the most I can do is 720. And I don't know if that matters or doesn't. Michael said they have these cool, they're Muay Thai ankle slip-ons that they use to train in. And they're really comfortable and you can move around in them. Oh, that's cool. See, my thing is, I know I should probably like put the ankle brace over the sock, but then I have to take it off. And it's like, when I was like in the middle of not really having time to do all of that, I was like, oh, that's kind of annoying. So I made the mistake of trying to wear it right on like the ankle brace right where it's touching right on my foot. It's always better to do it the other way. But it's hard to do dancing when you have the ankle brace. And then it's like, it's summer, so you don't want to do a sock and then an ankle brace and then another sock. That wouldn't work too well. Oh, okay. Michael said, yeah, the ones I'm talking about are like socks. You slip them on your bare feet, but they're open-ended. Oh, that's cool. Michael said, okay, are we ready for some deep dive news talk? If not, I won't talk about it. I feel like I'm already bummed out enough. I don't think I can get a lot more bummed. I guess we could test that theory. Yeah, sure. YouTube's still saying there's 0 people here, so might as well. See, it can't be, because Purified Water 2 is here saying, hey, I don't get YouTube sometimes. Michael says, okay, no deep dive talk, just mellow. Hey, here's the thing. If it helps you to get some stuff off of your chest, if it helps you to have some deep dive times, I'm going to figure, let's have some deep dive times. Oh, hi, Purified Water 2. Michael just wants to talk about current events. So, metaphorically speaking, yeah, Michael's saying we were just going to discuss the world events going on. Michael said, yeah, almost like Rockefeller. Okay, hold on. So, and boom, right down again. So, Purified Water 2, if you are still here, that's good. We don't have to talk about current events. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's comfy. Hold on a second, Michael. We're going to pause just... I just want to give Purified Water 2 an opportunity to mention something if they're here and feel uncomfortable. But if they already headed out, I totally understand. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. Hold on. There they are. Purified Water 2 said that's... okay, I guess Purified Water 2 is alright with talking about current events. Alright then. Well, let's start then. Michael said... So, just a warning to anyone who might be not wanting to talk about current events. We're going to talk about some current events because a lot of stuff's been happening. Okay, Michael said, well, right now it's ramping up in the West Banks in Israel. More slurs attacks on Palestinians, which are fully backed up by the military IDF. Somebody wished a couple of days ago on video. It's such a bummer. Purified Water 2 said that's the reason for the wars. Well, if you're saying the reason is to try to give them a reason to go out to the West Banks and also to Gaza and try to take over, yeah, maybe. I don't know. If you mean a different thing, let us know. Michael said, and they didn't do nothing but except sent him home as the investigation goes in, which is a bunch of BS. They investigate themselves. They don't give a crap. They want to sell the land, sounds like. Michael said a lot of what's going on from the Middle East to Eastern Europe. China is going to go into Taiwan, Thailand, and Cambodia. Kicked it off? Oh. Well, yeah, I heard about Thailand and Cambodia having issues. Michael said crazy. And Michael said, I'm going to get me some extra bags of rice and water. Yeah, maybe. Provide water too, said I wouldn't worry too much about. Verify water too said it's all like a show or play that's already written. Are you meaning like from a Christian standpoint? Or are you meaning something different? Michael said, yeah, I mean it's all going to go down possibly, especially in Eastern Europe. I think it's important to plan for emergency, whether it's natural or work. Can't hurt to have emergency food, etc., etc. I mean, yeah, especially in California, you never know when that comes in handy for dealing with earthquakes and or fires. Michael said, I mean, yeah, look at there was a tsunami alert yesterday from the earthquake. We never know when things will pop off. True. Like I said, you have a long-term food, dry food, canned food, water, ways to protect ourselves, ways to cook if the power is out. Seems like good advice. Provide water too. You still here? Because I get the point. Like if everything's already been written down in the book of life. Still, we are people. We are just knowledgeable of the things we're knowledgeable about. So sometimes it's hard to not worry. Michael said, okay, I don't have to go too much more about who's controlling us and what we can't do. Michael said, I just want a big pizza right now with tilted laugh cry emoji. But I did good. I didn't have no carbs today, just meat and tomato sauce and a bunch of water. And my second day of eating around 2 to 6. Well, all right. Well, it looks like you have something in mind for your health. That's something that you've already tried before and had some good results with and are trying to get back to it and doing good at it so far. So that's a really good thing. Keep it going. Purify Water 2 said, look up the Great Awakening, and Michael said, I'll check it out with a thumbs up. Oh, alright. Purify Water 2 said, I just had kimchi ramen. Sounds great. I had just some very boring ramen noodles with a sandwich and potato salad and some chips. Way too many carbs, but I'm burning them off like crazy. There's a lot to say about being able to burn the carbs off. Michael said, I'll check out The Great Awakening. Sounds interesting. A good documentary. Also is Israelism. And then Michael said, kimchi ramen with a very surprised, happy type of face, and then Razor and firework, and then Provide Water 2 said spicy, and Michael said yum, and Provide Water 2 said I like ramen a lot, haha. Nice. Oh, I don't know how to help anything. I wish I was good at helping people feel better. I'm like very not good at that. Kind of the worst. Michael said, fire with a exasperated hot mouth emoji. Spicy with a red pepper and a green pepper, but a green pepper like that is not spicy though. That's a green bell pepper. That's not spicy at all. Michael says ramen is great, especially the fresh kind. And provide water to said, you know about vibrations and frequencies? And Michael said, solfeggio frequencies and other types. What kind are you referring? I think it's a metaphysical kind of thing. River Archie said the frequency from the Earth changed dramatically from 90s to now. Oh, okay, so yeah, it is a Christianity. I was thinking. Michael said there's an interesting movie called The Core. But before that, okay, I said that. And then Purified Water 2 said there's multiple theories, like the one about CERN. Purified Water 2 said, I like that movie. And thank you, mods, especially Michael. And Purified Water 2 said it's free on Tubi at the moment. And Michael said, I was watching clips for a 2012 movie the other day, the one that came out in 2009. Michael said, I watch these apocalypse movies now and then. Pure Orgy said, they're fun. I swear we're leaning more and more toward Matrix, though. Well, Purified Water 2 said Armageddon's a good one. Good one? Michael said, like that other one I think came out last year, Don't Look Up, featuring Leonardo DiCaprio and others. Purified Water 2 said, Don't Look Up. Michael said, yeah, Armageddon, Deep Impact. Reality said, you think we are in a simulation? Wouldn't be too off base. But, I mean, not necessarily that we're all the way in a simulation, but, like, people seem to be, like, very determined to lay down the groundwork of what happened that led to this simulation, which is building AI, building robots, giving them sentience, and then having there be conflict between humans and this artificial intelligence. And it's very likely, like in Matrix, the people are going to rebel against the machines, and it's going to lead to wars. And it makes sense that the machines would figure out a way to have the upper hand on things, considering they're a lot smarter than our dumb selves. who are going to be dumb enough trying to make them that way, thinking that we can actually do something to control that. Michael said The Walking Dead, how when we all survived, there was something that disrupted our whole world. Yeah, that's what's going on with AI, though. This is so messed up. Michael said, The Matrix invention is all interesting. Scientists said that everything we're having is not to us. Their brains like computers. So there's something to this, baby. Not wrong. We're all kind of going through our own programming. Purified Water 2 said, I wish I could be a machine so bad. The flesh is weak and fragile. Yeah. Well, that's why it's all about the idea about being Christian is that there's going to be a point in time where you no longer have to deal with this kind of body. Michael said, imagine humans, we can't even get along with ourselves and throw in AI in the mix, all crazy. I'm saying it just, and the people who really, like, I don't know if they're just that into themselves or they really, really, really think that they can bring AI into this world and give them all of this power and not have it turned against them. Like, are they that ignorant or just that out of F's to give? Purified Water 2 said humans weren't ready for AI at all. Sure weren't. And the time to have started putting the laws into effect to try to curb some of this tomfoolery was like 5-10 years ago. But now we're dang late. And now we got laws, they're consistently trying to put laws in the books to make this worse of a problem, trying to say it's great for America. So, great. Michael said, all crazy, always thought I'd be interesting like the old school movie Flatliners. If I could leave my body and see what's after this planet and then come back. That'd be cool. Purified Water 2 said, great film, and Michael said, thumbs up. I'm still like behind. I saw Armageddon, and I think I saw Deep Impact. I think that's pretty much all I saw. But that's what happens, I guess. So much time I spent in school. And if I had a chance to go to PhD program, I'd do that in a heartbeat, no doubt. But at least right now I don't have the kind of time to devote to anything like that. Purified Water 2 said, I watch a lot of older movies, and Purified Water 2 said, like from when I was a kid. Oh, okay, that's cool. Michael said, what's some older movies you like? I'm thinking that's Armageddon and Deep Impact. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, Sphere. I think I saw that one. What was that? Sounds familiar. Yeah, in 1998. Yeah, I think I saw that one. Is it Bacula? No, Dustin Hoffman. Oh, yeah. That's definitely Dustin Hoffman. Like I said, I don't know that one. Just look up film Sphere. That's what I googled. It's starring, it's based on a Michael Crichton novel, so same guy who did the Jurassic Park novels. And it's Sharon Stone. I feel like that's Sharon Stone. Hold on. Yeah. Starring Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, and Samuel L. Jackson. Like I said, let's see some old school movies that I dig. 5 People You Meet in Heaven. What Dreams May Come. Oh, I love What Dreams May Come. Let's see. 3 is Heather Spores Back to the Future 1, 2, 3. Dig it. 5 is Little Big Man with Dustin Hoffman. Oh, so sad. Michael said, Thunderheart featuring Val Kilmer, etc. I don't think I saw that one. Ah, Val Kilmer. Didn't he just pass away this year too? Michael said, you said you're sad. Yeah, because I can't seem to freaking figure out how to not have a crazy summer, financially speaking. Like, I'm thinking, like, the inventory of my life, my entire adult life, it was, like, crap. I can't think of one year where it wasn't crap during the summer. Michael said, yeah, he passed away also. I'm just kind of, like, feeling like I'm not going to not do that, and that's ridiculous. I don't know what's so wrong with me where I can't figure out how to stop falling literally off the same cliff on an annual basis effectively. Like, I was doing the math and there's only 1 year where that didn't happen because I ended up being able to teach summer school, and also I wasn't really paying rent at the time. But like, I kept thinking, oh, it's gonna happen again the next year, but no, something changed. I'm like, well, there's more hope for next year. That was this year. No, it's crap too. Now I'm like, oh, there's hope for next year. And I'm like, well, is there though? Michael said, yeah, our lives are like a roller coaster at times. Sometimes they're smooth sailing, but lots of twists and turns. Like I said, sounds like a lot going on. Yeah, consistently. Always. I want to think that I can learn and grow and be a better person. I want to think that I have that capability. But so far it doesn't seem like it. Michael said, maybe just to help keep your battery charged up, if you YouTube I Am Motivational. There's some good videos that you can just play in the background. They give us reminders. I Am Motivational. Like I said, you definitely have that to learn. Grow, change into a better person every day, better than yesterday, better than last week. I think so. When it comes to money, I just am lost. All right, let me get that posted. Oh, like I said, Do you have a hard time budgeting money too? Do you have a spending issue with money, or is it more bills than money can take care of every month? It's alright. Yeah, it's definitely bills, and the rent is just I just can't. I haven't figured out how to, like, for a single month actually just be able to pay the rent myself. But it's just more like a lack of money coming in. So yeah, that last part. But there's hope in effect. Best case, and I'm sure hoping it's best case. Best case, I'll last school year I lost out on some working days, and this year, if things go well, there's a chance that I won't miss out on as many working days, and that would be great. And then I'm also trying out things to try to pad my, like, weekdays, trying to do something to earn a little money on the side to try to squirrel away to, or at least help if like, best case, I'd be able to, it would help pay for the rent, but also I could squirrel away part of it for to keep the summer not so crap. But then also best case, I would figure out, like, a summer job. Like, I would have the availability to be able to do a summer job. But that's why I was sorely lacking this year and last year, was the availability to do that. But anyway, I was thinking I was doing good things and being helpful, but I'm not really sure. Like I said, yeah, it's a struggle in America with the income bracket and the crazy bills. Just rent alone is nuts. Yeah. And Perfect said, sorry, I'm back. And then Michael said, thumbs up. And Perfect said, the cost of living and wages are far from realistic. Yeah. Yeah, it's a doozy. I had such high aspirations for while I was still in grad school about, like, what getting a master's degree in computer science would mean. And it still means something, I'm sure. It's just way slower process than I was expecting. And I'm finding I'm going to just pretty much have to do my own thing and then just keep doing my main job. So at least for a little bit of time. Provide Archie said we need a time machine. I mean, it depends on what we need a time machine for. Personally, I'm happy that I went and got the master's. I'm not trying to reverse course on that. I just need to put the time into figuring out what to do with all of that. But I don't see, at least right now, it could, let's just say I'm really have a lot of things in mind for what I'm doing here on YouTube, but also coding and stuff, and also still want to continue on my research in education. So there is a way to put everything together. That's pretty much what's been my goal for like 12 years or so. Pretty much since I graduated with my bachelor's and thought, hey, what do I do now with a writing degree? And then when I decided to get into computer science, and part of the decision was, oh, well, I'm going to be able to make my own projects because I already have the creative skills to be able to do art and stories. And I'm going to learn what I can to actually do code. So I did. So now I just got to do it. Professor R2 said, that's a great goals. Yeah, great goals. I just don't expect it to be the bills. So I'm going to still keep figuring out ways to pay the bills. Keep helping my boyfriend. And then just keep working on this during free time, whatever that ends up being. But that's why it's part of the fun, having our streams, just doing this, getting some dancing time, just having some vibes. And yeah, like you said, keep moving forward in positive ways for always. Exactly. And that's exactly where I like doing these streams, because I think it helps with that. Just gets a little, gives us all just a little time to just get a little peace in. Provide water to set and for your well-being. Yeah. It helps me being able to just try to help others, honestly. Michael said having vibes, having community, having fun things to do, a live stream provides. Exactly. So definitely want to keep these going. Michael said, yes, making sure we're keeping up and keeping our cups filled and our batteries charged up every day. And then Michael said, having a little resonance so we don't drain ourselves. Very, very true. Honestly, these lives have been really helpful in filling my cup. Plus, it's nice to get that extra bit of energy out. Because I'm the kind of person, or if I get a lot of pent-up energy, then it tends to translate to my brain being way more overly active. But when I have an opportunity to just put that out, release it, it's a lot easier to just maintain. Alright, on that note, it is 9 o'clock my time. I'm going to set timer for 5 minutes. It is a 3:15 wake up day tomorrow. So I'm going to close out the stream soon. And then I'll just concentrate on getting some sleep. Hopefully it's going to be a beautiful, great, amazing day. Like you were saying, Michael, I'm going to have an amazing day tomorrow. Yeah. 5 minutes and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 starting now. Like I said, also now with these popular YouTube lives, a lot of people are connecting this way, where after COVID they weren't going out, and maybe still aren't for the most part. Well, the more they keep making everything so dang much money, fewer people are going to want to go out and buy things, and fewer people are going to want to go out and do things. So we're pretty much having COVID 2.0. It's just not necessarily because of an illness. Michael said, okay, sounds good. Thanks for streaming. Good to hang out with everybody. You're welcome. Yes, it is definitely good to hang out with everybody. And then Michael said, oh, you're starting the clock right now. Yeah, I did start the clock right now. And people are too sad. 12 a.m. here. All right, Eastern. Sounds good. Well, hopefully, it seems like you're school-aged, but you could be college-aged. Depends on what age you were when you saw the movies you saw. So if there is any kind of school in your life, hopefully you're on break from that tomorrow. That's a weird looking fish emoji. Purified water 2. That is a very surprised looking fish. Oh yeah, that's what it says. Fish, orange, white eyes. Oh, okay. 34. All right. Hey. I'll be 41 this year. 2 years ago, I was 38. Still going to school. Still in college. Granted, it was grad school, but... So, it's not necessarily that you don't have school involved. But really? 1998, you were a kid? That makes sense. Alright, so you're about my sister. Not my youngest sister's, but my younger sister's age. That makes sense. Sorry, I was like, my math is a little off. My apologies. Still though, that doesn't necessarily mean you couldn't be going to college. Alright. No worries. Purified water 2 said, blue collar worker here and mechanical with what's the word? I want to say that's a nut, but it could be a washer, but I don't quite remember, and I dread that 40. Ha ha ha. Well, it's coming for you in 6 years. So, but honestly, it's not too bad. I got to 40 this year. Well, I guess I should say last year, back in August. People are to some machines, vehicles, and can build computers. Hey, that's awesome. That's really cool. It's nice to be able to know things. There was a South Park about that. Like, kind of like mocking, like, what's kind of happening now, which is, like, all of the white-collar jobs are disappearing. But it was a special, and they were pretty much like, all the white-collar jobs were disappearing, but the people who were still in demand were the trade people. And so, like, all of the white-collar job people would try to go out and be like, hey, I'll do it. Like, they'd go to Home Depot parking lot and say, oh, I'd go and I'll do this geological research if you just give me blah, blah, blah. It feels like that's actually happening. I have some classic bad timing. If I had just graduated, I mean, granted, if I had graduated 2 years earlier, I probably would have gotten into the job, but then I would have been one of the first people laid off this year, so I don't know. Maybe it's not, maybe this is better than that, I don't know. Profile R2 said, that's funny. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I forgot if I saw that one or if I just saw somebody's response to it, but it's like, they're like spot on. Those guys are a trip. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are a trip. I don't know if anyone ever saw it, but they did a movie back in the day called Orgasmo. I don't even know if you can watch it anymore. Okay, 5 more minutes and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 starting now. Here I wired to said my wife got her bachelor's in business. I call her college kid sometimes to mess with her. She gets mad at all. Yeah. Well, business, I don't know. I think business is maybe safe for a little while longer. Depends on what the job is. Oh, it's okay. It's a Trey Parker Matt Stone movie. The guys who created South Park. There was a time in the 90s when they were trying to do things other than just South Park. So what they did was they made a movie called Orgasmo. I'm just saying the name of the movie. Oh, here. I spelled it wrong, but Google corrected me. It's called Orgasmo. Orgazmo. It was back in 1997, and it stars Trey Parker and Matt Stone and some other people. And it is a trip. Yes, they were also in basketball. Yeah, that was also theirs. So the thing is, like, one of the reasons why they were like, hey, we really don't like to be stuck in the show that, South Park is, unlike a Simpsons or unlike an American Dad or unlike a Family Guy, they have to do it on the weekly. So it's like a whole process. Basically, this whole time, they've basically been running a YouTube channel. Let's put it that way. A very, very high-end YouTube channel where they have a weekly drop schedule with a lot of intricate pieces, and it has to stay up to date on the latest. And when you're doing a skit show like an SNL, that makes sense because you're just dealing with live people and you can count on them to be professional and do what they need to do. But they had the added layer. Well, technically, it's just them two, which kind of makes it simpler. But where it gets harder than something like an SNL is because they have to make everything animated. So they have to be able to count on teams of animators, not necessarily just here in the United States. So, like, my hat's off to them. But that being said, it kind of gave them less time to do other things. So although they started off with Orgasmo and Basketball, and eventually they did Team America, things kind of dried up for them after Team America, aside from the South Park movie. And so a lot of what their complaint was that they didn't have time to go and do other things outside of South Park. And eventually they went ahead to go and do the Book of Mormon, which is, I want to say start off on Broadway. I'm pretty sure it started off on Broadway, but effectively it's literally a musical. You could go, like when it's in run, when it's on tour, you could go see it. And it's a musical about Mormon, because why not? And when you think about it, there was an episode that they did about Mormons and about the start of the Mormon religion, and they came up, is the idea that they came up as Mormons or Mormon adjacent. So they had a few things to say and a few jokes to make. So that's what's been interesting about them having the opportunity to have the recent, like 5 years, like since COVID effectively, they've been able to change up how they do their schedules, and they have more time to like go and do, you know, video games, which is pretty cool that they've been able to do that, but also more time to do like high-end specials that they've been doing. So it gives them a chance to stretch their wings in ways that they weren't necessarily able to do with just the regular show. Everybody always said, wow, I gotta watch that one, I never seen it. Everybody, what did you say? I heard they are trying to get canceled so they can start a new cartoon show. Probably. They've been trying to cancel now since, here's the thing. Like, when I heard about their, like, I haven't seen it yet. Gee whiz. Okay, 5 minutes. For real this time. I do have to go to sleep. I have to get up at 3:15. Okay. So, Michael, did you poop? Or are you still there? I'm sorry, I've just been talking about South Park. That's one of those things I could probably go on and on about. But they've been trying to get canceled. This wasn't a new thing. This year was not a new thing. Them coming back to the new season and then airing the episode they chose to do. That's the first thing I thought of when I heard about them. I'm like, oh, they must be still trying to be canceled. Because that's something they've been trying to do now for at least 5 years, it feels like. I don't know, there's some things that I gravitate toward in South Park. When I was watching South Park, was like 1999, like when it first came out, around when it first came out, and I was just like, this stuff is the most amazing thing ever. And even my brother, he still keeps up, like he'd probably seen every single episode and then some, at least once. Usually if I'm watching South Park, it's because he's visiting and we're watching it together. I don't know, it's a weird thing to keep, I don't even keep up with Simpsons anymore. I love Simpsons. Free Archer said you had awesome knowledge on this topic with this movie. Some people would like to like point the finger at what they recently did with the first episode of the recent season and say kinds of things, but they've literally been doing this crap for decades. Like, this is not a new thing, and the fact that they're trying to get canceled is also not a new thing. They've been trying to do that for a while. Because they want time. I get it. You don't want to feel like you're being typecasted. You want to be able to go and, like, even singers have this problem. Like, they'll go off and they'll be on a tour and they're trying to do some new song, and then people get all disgruntled about it. They're like, no, stick to your favorites, stick to your oldies. This is what I want to come. This is what I want to be here for. Like I said, I'm still here, and then H and all G. My provider said it's their only way out now. We'll see. Because they really can't. They really can't. Like, CBS, they were saying when they canceled Stephen Colbert and The Late Show or whatever, that it was financial. They really don't have that same excuse with South Park. Not at all. And I'm saying CBS, but I mean Paramount. That's the people who own both CBS and also Comedy Central. And I know they just recently are doing the merger with Skynet, but still, they don't. That is not it. South Park is a huge money draw for Comedy Central. Has been that way for pretty much the entire run of the show. Purified Water 2 says Paramount and Water. Paramount Water 2 are seeing. Purified Water 2 seeing Paramount and HBO are fighting over them. Well, they just signed. Literally, they just signed a fresh deal with Paramount for billions of dollars, or like 1.5. Like, the point is, B with the billion with the B. So they're at least locked down for a little bit if they don't want to end up paying some kind of hefty fee for breaking out the contract early. So, Purified Water 2, I'm going to start saying thank yous and good nights. Thank you, Purified Water. Thank you, Michael. Good night to you guys. I'm just trying to see. Thank you, Nightbot. Anybody else? Thank you, Marco Polo. Thank you, Mark Lindstad. All right. Thanks to anyone who I may have missed. There's still a little bit of time. Let's see. Less than a minute. Yo, you're still here? Marco Polo said everybody's out to get you. It's the only way to make money today. I hope not. I'm just saying, I'm like, that's so depressing. If the only way for people can survive is to go and be a jerk to other people, is a bummer. People RT said goodnight, and Michael said thank you, and thanks for hanging out with everybody. It was fun. You're welcome. Yeah, it's very fun. Very cool. Michael's still here. Me too. It's not time yet. Now it's time. I was just trying to make sure that I got through that part in a nice and timely manner. Alright, well that was time for sure this time. Thank you very much to anyone who I may have missed. And thank you to anyone who might check this out in the future. Stranger things have happened. Woo, and whenever, wherever, however, whatever. Just make the most of it. That's the most important part. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I thought I was going to do a lot more streaming today, but I wanted to get ready. Oh, here, let me show you guys. Sneak peek. I'm going to schedule a post. That's the goal. I'm going to schedule a post. But sneak peek coming up, birthday week. Here's a sneak peek of what I'm going to post for the 3 weeks. So that's going to be, I'll be making a post. I'll probably schedule it. And I want to post it to my socials. Birthday week coming up. Last week of August. Michael Jackson the whole week long. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all different things. I'm going to try to work in the lives. There might be like 2-song lives and a lot of talking, because I can already have a feeling that I'm going to be getting really, really risking getting strikes if I, try and do too many Michael Jackson songs during live stream. Either way, birthday week should be a fun time. I'm also looking forward to maybe doing some more long form videos. Well, it's birthday week because Michael Jackson's birthday is August the 29th. My birthday is August the 28th. Huh? The same name I have here? No. So, I don't know if you're interested, but there is a playlist of everything I did for birthday week 2024. I think I drop a link. Oh, here, since I'm doing features of things. So this is one of the things I did. This is where I got the picture. I'm going to keep it muted, but this is to Blood on the Dance Floor. The short is on, but that was fun. Anyway, birthday week was all about shorts and TikToks. So we'll see what things end up going like this year. Alright, that was enough playing that. And, but yeah, Michael Jackson the whole week long, starting Sunday, August 24th, 2024 through Saturday, August 30th. Did I say 2024? 2025. Anyway. Yep. Looking forward to that. So that's what I was working on today, getting that graphic together and updating some of the things in the playlist. So that's where my streaming time ended up going to. But I think the graphic came out pretty good. It's nice to know I still have some Microsoft Paint skills. Alright then. That's gonna do it. Hopefully everything goes well with everything. That'd be nice. I like good things happening. I think that's awesome. Alright, thank you again, Michael. And you're welcome again. And for everybody, including Michael, whenever, however, whatever. Thumbs up and wave. Awesome. Thank you. Whatever, wherever, however, whatever, just make the most of it. That's the most important part. Bye-bye. Michael said good things happening. God willing. Thank you. Bye-bye.